My family, hi, welcome to yet another one. So we've been hearing a lot of news concerning Bibi Netanyahu. A lot of speculation, other people saying he's alive, others saying he's dead.
First March 10th, on a routine visit to Israel's National Health Operations Center. This was the last time Benjamin Netanyahu was seen in public. Post this, there has been a rather eerie radio silence from the usually loudmouth Israeli PM, a leader who regularly boasts about the IDF's accomplishments in every single war campaign. This sudden, uncharacteristic disappearance has fueled a massive rumor tearing through the internet right now, one that threatens to upend the Middle East. The claim that amidst the fierce, escalating shadow war between Israel and Iran, Benjamin Netanyahu has been killed.
So all this news was debunked as false news, fake news that the Iranian state media was actually propagating. And to share with you, some evidence or some proof, yesterday the Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu came out to say this.
We all hope for the toppling of this regime, but even if it doesn't happen, it will be much weaker. Hopefully it will be overthrown and then the problem will be solved. But anyhow, we're talking about a very different Iran, not as threatening as it used to be. It's not the same superpower. It's not this huge monster that nothing can be done to face it, and we are acting together with others against them. This is why we decided to act together, Israel and the U.S., to continue what we did in the previous operation, the Rising Lion, in order to prevent from Iran developing ballistic missiles that could threaten Israel, the region, and the whole world. That is our goal. We have formed an unprecedented alliance with the U.S., with our great friend, my own personal friend, President Trump. We are also operating in order to advance yet another goal, to prepare the conditions for the Iranian people so that they can remove the brutal regime that has been a dictator for them for decades now. And we are striking forceful strikes at the IRGC, both on the streets and in roadblocks, and we are still in full momentum. And I am saying to the Iranian people, once you can embark on a new path of liberty, this moment is now closer than ever. We are standing beside you. We are helping you, but at the end of the day, it is up to you.
So this was Bibi Netanyahu as he was urging the Iranian people to take their country back from this Islamic extremist regime. All right. And, one question that a lot of people are not really asking is where the new Ayatollah is. Because from the news, we're actually hearing a whole lot of different things.
Iran's new Supreme Leader, Motjaba has called on Gulf states to shut down US bases. It was a statement read out on TV by a news anchor. He did not appear on camera, so do we even know if he's actually still alive? Joining me live now is Australian-Iranian journalist and analyst Soraya Lenny. Soraya, thanks so much for your time. So do we know his whereabouts? Do we know if he's still alive? Because I know in that initial strike that killed his father, I think his mother perished, and perhaps even his partner, his wife?
That's absolutely correct. Several members of his family, including his father, of course, were killed in that strike, and his wife as well. From the initial outset of that strike, there were questions about his whereabouts and his well-being. We know that he was injured. The issue here is how gravely he was injured. It's been really difficult to confirm the severity of those injuries. We've heard ranging reports from serious injuries, he could be comatose, to suffering minor injuries, particularly to his leg. What we think, in the most likely scenario now, is that he's alive, but he's being closely guarded. He's in a bunker somewhere. His whereabouts are deliberately obscured and unknown to avoid Israel, as they've stated, and Netanyahu has stated repeatedly. wanting to continue these strikes and potentially taking out Motjaba Khamenei. So we do believe he's alive, just not really sure what condition he's in.
So we believe he's alive, but can we not really believe whether he's calling the shots or not, really?
Well, that's a very good question at this point. He has set up a new Twitter account. We know that, or X rather. So there certainly is movement from his office, but do we believe that he himself is sending out these messages? Well, we're not really sure. It is unlikely. There were messages, of course, from all Iranian officials, including his late father, that were sent out by the office, and not Khamenei himself, for example.
So that's the most credible news we have concerning those people. And there's something that is very, very important I really need to share with you. Listen to this prophetic word by Brother Brandon, the latest prophetic word on Bibi Netanyahu.
Do you remember when I used to tell you I saw Benjamin be taken out? I saw an attempt that was successful on his life.
I don't remember when you say that, but those who actually follow his ministry, you can tell us in the comments when you say that so that we look for the video. Then he continues to share a vision about Bibi Netanyahu.
I see a viper that has been decapitated that is still alive, with venom in its mouth. It bites him.
So yes, pray for him. There's something that was very interesting also from his address when he was addressing this Iranian Israeli tension thing that is happening. He said,
all recognize the fact that we will reach to the kingdom. We will make it to the return of the Messiah, but this will not happen next Thursday. The lives of nations...
And I saw a lot of people freaking out and saying that, what is it that he knows that a lot of us don't know, Which also reminded me of this clip.
בכל העניינים, גם האישיים, גם הלאומיים. בזמן שישראל לאחרונה ניתצו כמה עניינים. פתחו כמה. מה שרואה עוד, וגם משהו שעדיין משאיר ליבו. אז הייתה משהו עם מה ידיעתו.
So I just found that very interesting. So let me just share with you another prophetic word from Prophet Sadhu Selvaraj about the United States of America, what you need to pray for, pray against, and all that. And I'll meet you in the next one as always.
This nation is poised for a change, so that the right man in the right place will effect the change to take place. If, for any reason, Mr. Trump did not win the past election and someone else won, now the thing that God has determined for this nation will have kept in reserve. That and at another time, again, Mr. Trump may come back again, and this thing that God has determined will be done through him. Now this brings us to another point. Take away the wicked before the king and before his throne, then his throne will be established. So what is the wicked? Wicked counselors, wicked leaders, wicked advisors. They need to be removed. So first point of prayer. Pray that wicked leaders around your president or the wicked leaders in your Congress will be removed. Wicked leaders in your judiciary, they will be removed. For the very fact, for the legislation Roe versus Wade to be revived and then to be annulled was because of righteous judges on the Supreme Court. Am I right? Now you just imagine if the righteous judges were not more than the liberal judges, what would have happened? Then the balance would tip the other way around. So you must pray. All these wicked counsels will be removed. Wicked judges will be removed. Wicked leaders will be removed, so that righteousness will be restored back in the nation. Point number 3. Godliness will once again take root in this nation. Now for godliness to take root and be entrenched in the nation, then you must do something now. This is prayer point number 2. Pray for the king and all those in authority. whether they are Democrats or Republicans, whether you like them or you don't like them, it doesn't matter. Whoever is in authority, you must put away your feelings, put away your prejudices, put away your likes, your dislikes. It is God who appoints leaders. They are supposed to guard the White House in 4 corners, because attacks from 4 areas will come against the president. What are the 4 areas? Number 1, media. Number 2, politics. The involvement with other nations. That is another attack. A good example is this. Israel went to war with Iran, and US was standing behind just watching. They did not get themselves involved. But at the tail end of the war, they sent their bombers and they bombed the nuclear facility in the one part of Iran. Now, what was the result of that? Iran attacked the US interest in Qatar. So sometimes you become needless casualties of war. It's not your war. You become a needless casualty of war. So that is the second thing. Number 3, opposition. Opposition group. In this case, who is the opposition group? The Democrats. Number 4, his own Republicans. They are the dissenters who oppose him. Even within the Republican Party, they are there, a group that oppose him. They, however, do not rebel against him openly, because they want to stay in power. They want the Republican Party to stay in power. So now you have 4 areas that you need to stand guard against. Media, politics, opposition group, and his own people. So you need to pray, stand guard in the 4 corners of the White House, meaning protect the 4 areas of the White House so that the White House is not attacked. You must pray. Finally, what is the mission and the purpose of Mr. Trump, the 47th President of the United States of America? This is his last term. There won't be another third one. This is the last. No matter how much he may try to change the law to qualify him to be the third, it will not happen, because heaven had determined only 2 terms. So 45th and 47th. So what is his mission in this particular last term? Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 10. Please open your Bibles with me to the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 and the verse 10. See, I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out, to pull down, to destroy, to throw down, to build and to plant. That is his mission. So that righteousness and godliness will be restored so deeply. No matter which other president come, they cannot undo anything.